The history of NASCAR hating on African Americans. Since 1948, 70 years of this white privilege. There are three main manufacturers in NASCAR. They have had 70 years of this systematic discrimination. They are raping the minds of these children of color. The white kids grow up around STEM, engineering, dealing with engine, tire changes, oil pressure. Black kids are not educated in that format. General Motors, Ford, Toyota, you're raping the kids of color. Chevrolet is one of the biggest manufacturers in all of NASCAR. They've been around for a long time. It was the people of color that bailed them out when they were going under. Do you think once we bailed them out that they came back and said, here, since you helped save all of General Motors, we're going to get together and now allow you in NASCAR. General Motors, the CEO of General Motors, you should be ashamed of yourself. If this was your kid, you would have a different perspective, a different view of this. How many black people have been driving Cadillacs forever? How many Hispanics, Spanish-speaking people, drive Chevrolet trucks? How many Indian people drive the Chevy Malibu? But yet you allow Brian France and the France family and the white privilege that comes along with being white and being a part of NASCAR, where you're raping the minds of the children. And it's not right. We have made the Lincoln Continental brand a global brand. Who drives more Lincoln than Spanish people and black people? All of the black clergy, all of the black preachers that have been buying that Lincoln product. And blacks and Spanish are definitely known for driving the F-150. So to the Ford family, you're one of the biggest corporates of all of this. What you have done is you allowed the NASCAR white privilege to segregate people of color in America in 2018. It's sad. We have made that F-150 brand a global brand, but yet every day, even when the Minority Youth Matter movement brought this to your attention, all you did was try to bury it up under social media. All you tried to do was, you doing your best, and you've done your best to keep this out of the limelight. What you're doing, Ford family, you're raping these kids of color. Your lily white kids, your white privileged kids, they understand STEM as it pertains to motorsport. But you are allowing this to take place in NASCAR with the France family. During the birthday of Martin Luther King, it is sad that people of color have to sit up here and raise all of this sand just to get our kids involved. Now, the third manufacturer in NASCAR is Toyota. By the way, Dodge, stay out of NASCAR till they address this racial disparity issue. Let me say that again. CEO of Dodge, stay out of this until they address the issue. When you look at Toyota's product, over 26% of all Toyotas are bought by Hispanics in this country. Then when you add the percentage of black, I do believe it's somewhere around 56% of every Toyota sold in this country. It is sold to people of color. But yet, the CEO over there in Japan, you allow the white privilege here in America to rape the minds of our kids, and we continuously to buy your product. M&M is one of the sponsors. Who eats more candy than kids? So what we're doing, Mars family, is we have made you billionaires. Your legacy is set. Your bloodline will never starve off of this candy and these candy bars. You know damn well that NASCAR is running around here flying the Confederate flags in front of these kids of colors, and you know that it's offensive, Mars family. But yet, you turn a silent ear. It is of no value to you because it's not your kids. Your kids are running around in private schools. They're riding around on private jets. They're wearing the finest that money can buy in clothes, and they're gathering the finest education. The amount of money that you are making off these minority Mars, you should be ashamed of yourself. So the three big manufacturers, Chevy, Ford, and Toyota, you all are raping these kids by holding these kids down and letting these white privileged NASCAR screw these kids. And then manufactured, since the history of NASCAR, every time a black has stood up and said, oh, NASCAR, why can't my little kid, Leroy or Kamisha, get involved? Or little Jose? You three manufacturers run behind that white privilege of NASCAR. You tell all these women of color that that's not your problem. But yet, you want to be on all these black reality shows advertising your product. You want to be in the NFL. Speaking of the NFL, what makes anybody in NASCAR family think they deserve to have an NFL football team? You've had 70 years. You've only had 4 blacks. But you want to run from the pressure running by an NFL football team where 70% of the players are black and 70% of the people who watch it, they're black. So you want your family to take your billions, and because you don't have your act in order, you're going to run to the NFL. But the meetings in NFL are already going down. If NFL sells this team to the France family, you're going to cause an uproar with NFL sponsors unlike anything they've ever seen. Remember, NFL, NASCAR's had 70 years of spending our $1.3 trillion. But yet the banner still lives, no niggas in NASCAR. But yet General Motors, you know that's the theme, no niggas in NASCAR. Ford, you know the theme is no nigga in NASCAR.